Okay, let's talk about it. Let's tackle one of the biggest, most challenging, but also most important conversations any couple can have. Money. It can be this huge source of stress, or it can be the very thing you use to build your dreams together. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how you can start that journey. And this just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's really no wonder so many of us try to avoid these conversations, because as our source material points out, it's never just about the numbers on a spreadsheet. Money is so deeply tied to our sense of security, our core values, and all of our hopes for the future. Right, so where do you even begin? I mean, it can feel like you're standing at the bottom of a huge mountain, just looking up. But the good news is, you don't have to climb it on in one go. That first step, while yeah, it's often the hardest, is also the most important one. And here's a really crucial shift in how you think about this. The goal here isn't to sit down and solve every single financial problem in one night. No way. Instead, think of this as starting a journey of discovery with your partner, a chance to uncover some of those hidden beliefs and really align on where you want to go together. Okay, so let's get practical. Before you even ask the first question, you've got to create a safe space for the conversation to even happen. This is all about setting the stage for success. The source suggests 3 simple but honestly really powerful steps. First up, set a positive tone. Frame this as a team challenge, something that's going to make you stronger. Second, agree on some ground rules, like no blame, no judgment. And third, and this is probably the most crucial part, listen to actually understand your partner, not just to wait for your turn to talk. All right, once you've got that safe space established, you can start to dig into the deeper stuff. And listen, this isn't about spreadsheets just yet. This is about understanding the why behind each of your financial decisions. Every single one of us has a financial backstory. It's kind of like our financial DNA that was shaped by our family, our upbringing, our life experiences. To build a solid financial future together, you first have to understand each other's pasts. Just think about this for a second. In your family, was money a topic you talked about openly, or was it a big secret? Was it a source of constant stress, or did it represent security? The answers to these questions start to reveal the really deep-seated beliefs you both brought into the relationship. And this is where you connect the past to the present. Maybe one of you is a super saver because your family went through some really tough times, while the other spends a bit more freely because money was never really a worry. And look, neither way is right or wrong, but understanding where it comes from, that's the key. Okay, now let's pivot and look to the future. What does success actually mean to you? Is it a big house and fancy cars? Or is it the freedom to travel the world and maybe work a little less? Getting on the same page about your shared destination makes that whole journey so much smoother. Oh, this is a classic, right? It's a perfect example of values in action. One person might want to save up for an amazing 2-week trip, while the other would rather put that same money toward a new kitchen. This question helps you find a balance that honors what's important to both of you. So, with that foundation of shared values in place, now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty. This is where you take all those big picture conversations and translate them into practical, day-to-day actions. The first step in pretty much any budget is just this, separating the needs from the wants. What are the absolute non-negotiables, like your mortgage or rent and utilities, and what's optional, like streaming subscriptions or eating out? Agreeing on this makes all the future decisions about spending and saving way less intense. Now, there is no single right answer to the how should we bank question. Some couples merge everything, others keep it all separate, and a lot of people use some kind of hybrid system. The most important question here isn't what should we do, is what we're doing right now actually working for both of us? And if debt is part of your financial picture, having a unified plan is absolutely crucial. The source highlights 2 really popular methods. You've got the debt snowball, which is all about the psychology of getting those quick wins for motivation. And then there's the debt avalanche, which is mathematically faster because you're tackling the high interest first. Honestly, the best method is the one you can both agree on and actually stick with. This might be one of the most powerful conflict-preventing agreements you can possibly make. Seriously, is that number $100, $500, $1,000? Setting a really clear threshold for when a purchase needs to be a joint decision builds so much trust and just gets rid of those surprise arguments. So why go through all this? I mean, why have these potentially tough, awkward conversations? Well, because the reward on the other side is huge. It's about achieving what the source material calls financial harmony. But what even is financial harmony? Well, it isn't about agreeing on every single dollar. It's really about mutual respect. It's about understanding why your partner sees things the way they do, even when it's totally different from your own point of view. And when you get there, the benefits are just massive. Money stops being the source of conflict, and it starts being a shared tool. You really operate like a true team, and you're better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way, which, of course, strengthens your entire relationship in the process. And ultimately, that's what this is about. Getting your finances in sync isn't just about managing stress, it's about amplifying joy. It's about building a life where you can fully share in the rewards of all your hard work together. I think this quote just captures that perfectly. So let's end with a little challenge. It doesn't have to be some big, scary 3-hour money summit. Not at all. It just has to be a starting point. So what's one question from this explainer that you can ask your partner tonight to just open the door and begin this incredibly important journey together? This entire breakdown was based on the excellent guide from Narratives Unbound. We really hope it helps you start your own conversation. Thanks for watching.